Well, the entire country is mourning the loss of lives in the tragic three-train collision in Odisha's Balasore on Friday evening. The death toll in the tragic incident now stands at 288, while as many as 382 injured victims are still in the hospitals, with all of them except two said to be in a stable condition. Now, nearly 800 other injured have been discharged from different hospitals.
देखो, कल सुबह से कंप्लीट बल्कि परसों रात से ही रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन वॉर फुटिंग पे चला। कल दिन भर रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन कंप्लीट हुआ। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी स्वयं साइट पे आए थे। उन्होंने साइट पे कंप्लीट चेक किया, हर एक पॉइंट को हमको निर्देश दिए। क्लियर उन्होंने बालेश्वर डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटल में जाके पेशेंट से भी मिले, क्लियर इंस्ट्रक्शंस दिए। उन इंस्ट्रक्शंस के अनुसार काम तेज़ी से चल रहा है। रेस्टोरेशन का 2 मेन लाइन है, 2 मेन लाइन में से एक मेन लाइन का ट्रैक लेइंग का काम यानी पटरी बिछाने का काम कंप्लीट हुआ है। ऊपर बिजली के तार अभी लगाए जा रहे हैं, कंप्लीट एक वॉर फुटिंग पे चल रहा है, आप देख रहे हो। दूसरी वाली लाइन का ट्रैक लेइंग का काम चालू हो गया है। जो मेरे बालेश्वर के, भद्रक के, कटक के, जगत सिंहपुर के, भुवनेश्वर के जो साथी कल से इस काम में लगे, नौजवान जो ब्लड डोनेशन के लिए बाहर निकले, जिन्होंने ठीक समय में रात के अंधेरे में सबको मदद की, उन सबको मैं बहुत बहुत कृतज्ञता देना चाहूँगा, बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा।
So the focus is now on the restoration work. You just heard the Union Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw. He is at the accident site and also overseeing the restoration work that's going on in the affected patch of the railway line. He himself is overseeing the entire process. The Railway Ministry in a late-night tweet also informed that the restoration work is going on a war footing with over 1,000 people working tirelessly towards it. In fact, speaking to the media last night, the Railway Minister also said that the aim is to ensure normal operation of the trains on the track, the latest by Wednesday morning. More breaking updates that are coming in as we continue to keep our focus. The Prime Minister has dialed the Railway Minister. That's the information coming in. He had also visited the spot, remember. Now the Prime Minister speaking to the Union Railways Minister, seeking an update on the restoration work that is going on. The Prime Minister had also previously spoken to the Odisha Chief Minister. He's taking ground updates on what's the situation on ground. And now, as the restoration work is going on, we hear that the Prime Minister has spoken to the Union Railways Minister regarding that update. Going across to my colleague Arunil on the broadcast with us. Arunil, the Prime Minister, of course, visited the spot, took stock of the situation. Now, as the restoration work is also going on a war footing, the Prime Minister said to have spoken to the Railways Minister.
Well, that is right. A timeline of restoration is being taken by PM Modi as he spoke to Ashwini Vaishnaw, the Railway Minister, who is actually on the ground inspecting and reviewing all the restoration work that has been conducted on the ground. Now, Ashwini Vaishnaw also made a very interesting statement, a very significant statement, basically, Pratima. The reason for that is he said that the cause of this accident was basically a change in the electronic interlocking system, the digital interlocking system that has been introduced by the Indian Railways recently. In this digital interlocking system, which basically it replaces the earlier manual interlocking systems that were in place. In this electronic system, the main command lies with the station master. He has to depend upon the information that he is getting from the ground to make those changes. So whether proper kind of a training has been meted out to these station masters in different parts of India, that is also a question mark that certainly has been raised by the opposition over here. But we can hope that after at least learning from this accident, the most horrific one of such train accidents that India has ever seen in its history. In fact, at least in 2 decades, we have not seen an accident of this magnitude. We can hope that they learn from these loopholes, and at a time when the Indian Railways is also moving towards modernization. They have been introducing those fast Vande Bharat Express trains. But such kind of accidents come as a major blot on Indian Railways as well. Yes, the focus at present is on restoration. At present, I'm reporting from the Howrah railway station, wherein many officials from the West Bengal government team are present over here. We can expect in some time that a train from Balasore reaches here. At least 4 trains till now have reached Howrah railway station, and people who belong to different districts of West Bengal, from here they have been taken to their houses. If anybody is injured, they have been provided with immediate first aid treatment over here. We spoke to some of the passengers who basically were from Bihar, and their story was also very, very saddening, very heart-wrenching, Pratibha. The reason for that is those were very seriously injured passengers, and they themselves basically made an arrangement to come from Balasore to Howrah so that they can catch a 3 p.m. train to their native place, to their district where they belong to. They basically were saying that yes, they were taken to the hospital immediately after the accident. They basically, this kind of horrific scenes that they saw in the general compartment in which they were traveling. There was not a single person who was alive. In fact, the person was saying that he literally had to pull out his other contemporary, basically his friend, from the debris of dead bodies. That was the horrific situation over there.
Yes, in fact, several videos also showed how crowded the train was, unfortunately, before the accident, and that's the reason why we're seeing such a high death toll and number of injuries as well. Arlene, stay with us. Let's also take in a word from Abhishek, who's joining us from the accident site. Abhishek, abhi wahan pe kya situation hai? We just heard the Union Railways Minister. He, of course, has been there just hours after the accident as the rescue operations were on, and now as the restoration work is on. What's happening there? Abhishek? All right, we'll just try and reconnect that line with Abhishek there. He's joining us from the spot where, remember, as of now, the rescue operations have been halted, but the restoration work is going on in full swing. Abhishek, back with us. Abhishek, what is the update there at the spot? Union Railways Minister, वो अभी भी वहाँ पर हैं. Situation क्या है वहाँ पर? All right, we'll go back to him in just a moment, but just a reminder, viewers, of the preliminary report that has been submitted by the 5 top railway officials based on the initial investigations into the triple train accident. Now that those who have been affected have been rescued, and there are many of them in the hospitals now, the focus is going to be on the accountability. Now, the reason for the accident still remains unclear. It has not been established completely in the reports that have been filed. Let's go back to Abhishek on that. Abhishek, what's the situation on ground?
देखिए, बिल्कुल जो हालात हैं यहाँ पे वो बिल्कुल खराब थे कल, लेकिन अब हालात को सुधारने की कोशिश की जा रही है. तस्वीरों के जरिए मैं दिखाना चाहूंगा. देखिए, रेलवे ट्रैक जो है वो अब बिछाने की जो कोशिश है वो ऑलमोस्ट अब लग रहा है कि जमीन पे पूरी हो चुकी है. खुद अश्विनी वैष्णव ने कहा था कि आज कोशिश होगी कि एक लाइन की ट्रैक को पूरी तरीके से क्लीन किया जाए. इसके अलावा ये भी कोशिश की जा रही है कि जो ट्रेन की बोगियां थी जो कि एक्सीडेंट्स में टूट गई थी, विध्वस्त हो गई थी, उन बोगियों को भी देखिए साइड में निकाल कर हटाया गया है ताकि ट्रैक्स पूरी तरीके से खाली हो जाए. क्रेन की मदद से ली जा रही है. इसके अलावा गैस कटर्स मंगवाए गए हैं, अलग अलग इक्विपमेंट्स मंगवाए गए हैं. इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन का जो काम है, ओएची जिसे कहते हैं, ओवरहेड इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन, उसकी काम की भी शुरुआत हो गई है. लगातार रेलवे की जो टीम है 1,500 से अधिक लोग जो बताए जा रहे हैं, रेलवे के अधिकारी के साथ साथ जो कर्मचारी हैं वो मौके पे मौजूद हैं. एनडीआरएफ की टीम अभी भी मौके पे मौजूद है. भारतीय सेना के जवान मौके पे मौजूद हैं. ऐसे में तमाम सर्विसेज के लोग की कोशिश है कि जल्द से जल्द यहाँ पे यात्रा को बहाल किया जाए. बुधवार तक का टारगेट रखा गया है जब यहाँ पे जो पूरा ट्रैक है इसको क्लीन कराया जाए और यहाँ से जो ट्रेन की आवागमन है उसकी शुरुआत हो जाए, क्योंकि काफी अहम ये ट्रैक हो जाता है, काफी अहम ये रास्ता रास्ता हो जाता है। ये रास्ता आप समझिए कि साउथ और ईस्ट को जोड़ने वाला एक सिग्नल, एक पॉइंट कह सकते हैं, एक जंक्शन कह सकते हैं हम। और इसी कारण से जब ये रास्ता पूरी तरीके से ब्लॉक है, ऐसे में कई जो ट्रेनें हैं उनको रद्द किया गया है, कई ट्रेनों के समय में जो बदलाव किया गया है, कई ट्रेनों को डाइवर्ट किया गया है। कोशिश यही है कि यात्रा जल्द से जल्द यहाँ पे शुरुआत की जाए और यही प्रयास करने के लिए खुद जो यहाँ पे अश्विनी वैष्णव रेलवे मिनिस्टर वो आए थे, धर्मेंद्र प्रधान आए थे, और लगातार कोशिश कर्मचारियों की, रेलवे के अधिकारियों की और रेल मंत्री की भी यही है कि जल्द से जल्द ये काम कंप्लीट किया जाए और रेलवे को वापस से पटरी पर दोहराया जाए। लाइफलाइन है ये भारत की, और भारत की लाइफलाइन रुकती नहीं है, रुकनी नहीं चाहिए। यही संदेश के साथ तमाम कर्मचारी रेलवे के लगे हुए हैं, जुटे हुए हैं, और कोशिश की जा रही है कि आज कम से कम एक लाइन जो है उसको क्लियर करा दिया जाए और जल्द से जल्द बुधवार तक ये पूरा ट्रैक जो है ये क्लियर हो जाए और यातायात सामान्य हो जाए। जी।
Okay, so by Wednesday, the work is expected to be completed. Like Abhishek just pointed out, of course, the railways are the lifeline of Indian transport, and it is of utmost urgency that the line must be restored, and which is what the focus is on right now. Of course, the victims have now been taken to the hospitals. Adrija is also joining us on the broadcast with the details of what's happening on ground. Adrija, we just took in a word from Abhishek, who was speaking about the restoration work that's going on. Now, what's the situation on ground? We just saw visuals of the restoration work that's still going on. Of course, the Union Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw is currently at the spot, and he also spoke about how it may be completed by Wednesday morning.
Well, absolutely. Ashwini Vaishnaw has earlier also said that how, the aim is to ensure that by at least Wednesday morning, the entire situation comes back to normal. And right now also, as I was just showing you, that the electric wire is, being mended, because we saw a lot of pole also fell down, electric poles also fell down, along with the coaches, those were derailed. And along with that, the coaches, right now already have been removed from the tracks. They have been kept aside. The railway coaches, now the mending work of the railway track which we showed you yesterday was absolutely dismantled, out of place. That railway track mending process has also started. So full work is going on here. Full on work is going on. The electric wires being mended, the railway tracks being mended. At the same time, the tracks being cleared of all the derailed coaches that fell apart. So everything working out together. And of course, at the same time, we are also getting to know that the Union Railway Minister have stated that the root cause of this accident is also coming to focus. Now, that would be something which the entire country would be waiting to know, that what would actually the cause of this horrific incident that claimed so many lives. The official figure is more than 200, and of course, so many people are injured and admitted to the hospital. The health minister himself is also in the state meeting the victims, trying to ensure.
मुर्शिदाबाद अंचल किसी बंधु मैंने इठी सोर हॉस्पिटल रे पीड़ित अछंती मु सोरर युवक बंधु मानकु धन्यवाद देवी एठिकार हॉस्पिटल स्टाफ मानकु कृतज्ञता ज्ञापन करी भारत सरकार तरफरु समस्तंकर अक्लांत परिश्रम बल रे एठी धीरे धीरे सहजता स्वाभाविकता को जाउची ट्रेन भी खूब शीघ्र चलिबो रेस्क्यू काम पूरा हो गलानी एबे तांको भी संभालिबा जो माने हॉस्पिटल इत्यादि दिन संभालिबा एटा मूल काम अछि।
सर अश्विन सर, आपने कहा कि रिपोर्ट जो है आ चुकी है, क्या वजह रही ये जरा बताइएगा। क्या
अभी सारे पेशेंट्स जो सोरो में हैं उनको देखने आए, उनसे बात की। वेस्ट बंगाल के मुर्शिदाबाद एरिया के जो पेशेंट्स हैं वो सोरो मेडिकल के डॉक्टर्स पेशेंट के साथ बातचीत सोरो मेडिकल में जो भी पेशेंट्स यहाँ पे आए वेस्ट बंगाल के मुर्शिदाबाद के पेशेंट्स उन सबसे अभी मिले। उनके परिवारजनों को सूचना दी गई है, कंपेंसेशन दिया जा रहा है और रेलवे की स्पेशल गाड़ियाँ चलाई जा रही है जिससे कि जो अपने परिवार के मेंबर्स यहाँ आना चाहें मिलने के लिए या फिर ये पेशेंट्स जो जाना चाहें उनके लिए हैदराबाद से, चेन्नई से, बेंगलोर से, कलकत्ता से, रांची से सब जगह से स्पेशल गाड़ियां चलाई जा रही हैं ताकि पेशेंट्स अपने चिकित्सा करवा के अपने परिवार के साथ वापस जा सकें।
सर, ममता बनर्जी ने जो कहा है रिपोर्ट को लेकर क्या कहना चाहेंगे? ममता बनर्जी बोला रिपोर्ट में हादसे की वजह क्या बताइए सर? सर, रिपोर्ट में हादसे की वजह बता दीजिए।
पूरा रिपोर्ट को आने दीजिए। हम इस मोमेंट में राजनीतिक भाषा पे बोलना नहीं चाहते हैं। पूरा रिपोर्ट को घर रखिए। रेलवे एक बहुत पुरानी संगठन है।